And welcome back to JSA TV, where we're coming to you today live from the floor of ITW 2025. We're having conversations with leaders across our industry, talking about all the greatest news, stories, innovations, trends that are impacting digital infrastructure. I'm pleased to be joined by George Nolis, who is the CEO of Balkan Gate Greece, a Lancom entity. George, thank you for joining us.
Thank you for inviting me.
Yeah, so great to chat with you. And I know really interested to hear a little bit about the region that you support to start with. And so I know that Balkan Gate is, you're really strategically positioned within Greece, right in the center of the digital hub. And talk to us about why that's important and what that means in terms of location.
I could say that Balkan Gate is positioned in Thessaloniki. Thessaloniki is the second in size city of Greece, but historically was the biggest trade center in the region. So we are very close to the borders of Bulgaria, of North Macedonia, Albania, also Turkey. And we have a very small distance through the Adriatic Sea to Italy. This means that Thessaloniki is actually a crossroad. So Balkan Gate is privileged to have right now all the connectivity that is needed in order to exchange data with all those countries. And due to the fact now that we have brand new submarine cables that are coming from the south to Crete and to Athens, they are passing through Thessaloniki in order to reach the Balkans. That's why we call the data centers Balkan Gate, because they are the gateway to the Balkans. Nowadays, we see that the demand is even higher because the new route that passes through Greece is going to actually serve Central and Central Eastern Europe. So, except from being the Balkan Gate, we are becoming the gate for Central Eastern Europe through the submarine cables that are passing the Suez Canal.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really interesting to see how strategically positioned you really are. And I mean, beyond being the central hub in Greece, you are also, as you started to say, really connecting to bringing together Europe and Asia, et cetera. And so talk about why that's important and what that means for all the local businesses you can impact.
As far as we see right now, all the submarine cables who are actually responsible for 98% of the global traffic exchange between the continents, in our territory, they are passing through the Suez Canal and they are being terminated into Marseille. But if you just Google and measure the shortest distance from Suez to Frankfurt, or from Suez to Amsterdam, or even from Suez to London, you will see that the straight line is passing only through Greece.
Hmm.
So this is obviously the shortest path, which means it has the shortest latency.
Right.
So for all the critical services that are now up and running, but also for the services that are upcoming, for instance with AI, you need lower latency. So why this didn't happen? This is a whole story, because there were restrictions due to the fact that there was a monopoly in Greece from the National Telecommunications Organization. All these restrictions are now being raised, so anyone can use Greece as a path, and this is going to be the primary path for Europe from the Middle East, Asia, Africa, and so on. So now this is the reason why all the submarine cables that are under construction or even under discussion, they are stopping first in Greece, then in Italy, and last in Marseille, where Marseille will become the backup route.
I see. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, thank you for sharing that. It's interesting to see that the evolution as all of these different areas start to grow and play integral roles, in global connectivity. But I also want to dive a little bit deeper. I know that we're here at ITW. A lot of people are talking now, as we have been for years, but it's continuing to increase this talk around AI and the impact on demand. What kinds of initiatives do you have in place that are going to allow you to support those demands?
Perfect. What we are doing now in Balkan Gate is that we are upgrading the power, so we have access to a lot of megawatts, and we are already constructing the phase 2, which is the high density phase of Balkan Gate for supporting of racks of up to 30 kilowatts. So this means that we are the first data center in Greece and in the Balkans region that is AI ready. This is critical. We have serious demand from customers that
Yeah.
want to have a presence with high capacity, high density equipment, and we are ready to serve them.
Yeah. Fantastic. Anything else? What's sort of next in for you? What's on the horizon over the next 12 to 24 months? If you would, sort of, if you have a crystal ball.
Well, what is next for us is that we are preparing a long haul fiber construction that connects Athens to Thessaloniki and Thessaloniki to Sofia. This is brand new route. Nobody else has it. So this is a shortest, lowest latency path that is actually going to enhance connectivity further and accumulate all the traffic that is coming from the submarine cables in order to send it to the Balkans and, of course, Central and Central Eastern Europe.
Okay.
This is something that is missing from the market.
Yeah.
We have very old routes in Greece. The infrastructure was not ready for all these new submarine cables.
Right.
So we are building this. We are also opening some cable landing stations. And in a nutshell, what we want to say to the world and to all the operators is that Greece is open for all kind of investments. The government supports all these new aids of infrastructure, and that's the reason why there is so many discussions and so many announcements about brand new data centers that are coming to our territory.
Yeah, this is. Thank you so much for sharing this. I feel like it is a really important message that you've shared with us here, and we are hearing more and more about, Greece overall has become, top of mind for a lot of folks in terms of.
I will tell you that this is just the beginning because Greece is actually in the corner of Europe. So
Yeah.
this means that we are not only going to become a telecoms hub, but we are also going to become a power hub, which means that renewable energy from Egypt, from Israel, with brand new submarine power, voltage power cables are coming now to Greece in order for Europe to become more independent in terms of power
Yeah.
and get rid of fossil fuels, of
Right.
course.
Yeah. Yeah, all of that is so important. Supporting sustainability, but also just meeting the pressure that's being put on the power grids everywhere across the industry. So
For us, we also have pressure in our power grids, but the fact that brand new cables, power cables are coming means that we have an excess of power. So we are exporting this power, which means that new data centers can be supported in our region and they can have as much power as they want.
right. Okay. Well, thank you. So Greece is ready, and Balkan Gate is ready as well. So thank you so much. Thank you for joining us. We really, really appreciate your time, and thanks
Thank you.
for sharing all this great information with us.
Thank you so
Yeah.
much.
And thank you to our viewers for tuning in to JSA TV, where we continue to come to you live from ITW 2025. Until next time.